Taliban have been going home to home, collecting weapons and armored vehicles and other properties that they said it belongs to the government, to the public. They have been collecting that from former MPs and other officials. Instead, they are handing them a letter that guarantees that has happened. At the same time, the Taliban have been able to go to the police chief's headquarters in the city of Kabul, and they said that they have now got radio communications with various parts of the city of Kabul. So their priority for now is to make sure that there's law and order. They say that they will not allow looting and chaos. On the other hand of Kabul city, inside the Hamid Karzai International Airport, we are seeing very chaotic, tragic, scenes of thousands of Afghans literally, playing with their lives, including women and children, trying to get onto planes because outside of the airport, the Taliban are there. They fear for their lives. These are mostly people who either served as translators with Western militaries or people who served in the government. And the fact that it has come to this, that people are getting killed inside the airport, that people are wounded, more than 50 of them, only shows you the chaos that is left after 20 years of massive international and American investment in blood and treasure. And at a time when the Americans and others are running away, literally trying to evacuate their citizens and certain Afghans who work with them, this sort of scene is terrorizing the world, not only Afghans.
And that really speaks to the fear that a lot of residents are feeling, I'm imagine, following the Taliban takeover. What are people that you've been speaking to expressing in terms of that fear?
Well, people are very worried and they have fears what the Taliban will do, although the Taliban's, public position has been very clear and constant. They have instructed their fighters not to get inside people's home. They have said that a general amnesty has been announced by the Taliban leader Sheikh Hibatullah Khunzada, that there will not be revenge attacks or retributions. What we have to now wait and see what sort of government the Taliban want to form, because we have to remember they are in control of 100% of the country except for one or two areas. And the Taliban, do they go and negotiate? Who do they negotiate with, or do they just basically announce their own government?
And do we have reports of how the Taliban have been establishing their rule in other cities where they have taken control?
Yes, the Taliban in Kandahar and Herat, in these places, have been calling on Afghan traders to come out back to businesses. They're trying to make the cities functional. We do have reports that they have banned women from working in Kandahar at a bank in Herat as well. But as I said, we'll have to wait and hear who is the Taliban government led by, what is their position on these important issues, because this is still very much Taliban trying to transition, from fight into governance. For that, we'll have to wait for them.
And yes, can you tell us more about the reaction from women? Have you been speaking to any women? How are they feeling about this change of power?
I have not been able to speak to women. I have not been able also to leave, my home for areas that are too far in the city of Kabul. In and around, I've seen some normal signs of life, but there's been gunfire and there's been, helicopters and very heavy noises of, massive planes over the skies of Kabul that have not stopped now for 24 hours.
All right, well, we hope you can stay safe. Thank you, Bilal Sarwary, reporting live from Kabul.